we're talking about JUTE and how important it is to the community. I'd like to introduce you to a performer. He's an actor, writer, and so many other things in between. You will have seen him in a couple of incredible shows at JUTE, including from 2014, one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen at JUTE, a show called Propelled. Let me introduce you to the actor Doug Robbins. Hi Doug.
Great, Fiona, how are you?
I'm very well. Take me back to the first time you came to see a JUTE show. What was it?
One of my first plays at JUTE that I did see was The God of Spicy Things by Stu Hayes, and yeah, it was just a fantastic show. It really really teleported you to a different place, and I was studying at university at the time, doing a Bachelor of Arts in theatre and English, and yeah, we just I'd never really experienced much live theatre before then, but yeah, it really had everything. It had puppetry. It had, you know, a great music. Half of it was set in India, so it was a really nice musicscape, and it really, I guess for me, unlocked, you know, what a show can look like. And I also do play reviews as well, and it's really, I think JUTE's a really good theatre to write reviews on, because it is so Australian and so unique and local as well.
So is that the moment that it, I don't know, lit something for you, that, you know, you thought, well, maybe this is a medium I can work with as well?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was more interested in being in front of the camera and on stage, and yeah, I could see potential in you know, finding a niche for myself, and yeah, trying to find somewhere to belong. It sounds a bit cliched, but it really felt like a home, and just being around the other creatives in the room that I didn't know at the time was fantastic. And I think part of being in the theatre industry is networking and going and seeing as many shows as you can, and I think we're spoiled for choice with JUTE doing 3 or 4 a year. That you know, I was looking at my emails this morning and looking at all the shows that just in the last 4 years that have been on. Just, yeah, a lot of fantastic work, and yeah, I've really enjoyed yeah, being part of that journey of JUTE over the years.
Well, let's go to 2014 and your show Propelled. Just tell us how that all came about.
Propelled was quite interesting. The way the idea comes about is Sewell and Monda, the artistic director of JUTE, was our director for our final year show at JTU that we performed at the JUTE Theatre. And Sewell tells a story that she said she dreamed about me, but she had this vision of me going across the stage, and that really started in 2011. And then I did a bit, there was a Shakespeare course that came up to Cairns, and I ended up doing the monologue from Hamlet, and Sewell sort of saw that you know, perhaps I'd be able to hold the stage on my own, because Propelled was intrinsically a one-man show, but there was voiceovers and other effects. But yeah, it was really that slow journey, and I believe it was believe it was about 2013 when I first met with the playwright Jane Modric, and basically I gave her probably 50 or 60 different stories of from my life, and Propelled is basically based on my first 25 years of my life, and yeah, we did creative development. Originally it was going to have another performer dancing to juxtapose my limited movement, but she was so captivating. That was Catherine Hassel. She was so captivating that she was taking a lot of the audience was like, oh wow, I love her dancing. So yeah, then we decided that it needed to be a me on stage on my own. So the story, kept on track and didn't go on the tangent that would have been very enjoyable, but it wouldn't have been what we were looking forward to achieve.
Well, no, you absolutely held the audience and were captivating. Just having you on stage, it was beautiful theatre. As you said, it was based around stories of your life, the first 25 years of your life. What did you want to tell the audience about your life as a young man who is, living with a disability?
I guess what I wanted to tell the audience was that you need to concentrate on your strengths. You need to know, you need to be able to develop as a person, and having a disability really gives you that push to need to develop extra skills that others might not think of, and really Propelled was showing that yes, we go through adversity, but having that hope. I think hope is a really important thing, and it's quite funny how I've grown since then. My wife keeps telling me, we should do a Propelled too, but I don't think it had that same resonance, because there was a lot of that searching for love and that young party stage that we all go through. So that was really, I think, showing that everyone's just wants to go out and have a good time when they're young, and rather than saying someone can't do something, try and find ways that you can get around it. And I think I haunted a fair few taxi drivers in my youth on nights out, but yeah, it's growing, and I think it showed that everyone can achieve their dreams, and they might look different to how you envisage growing up, but you can still achieve what you set your mind to.
4 years later, you returned to the stage in 2018 with the play Here We Are All Assembled. Just tell us a bit about that show.
So originally we were working with a working title of Dougie's Hamlet, but that was a bit too idiosyncratic and hedonistic, I think. Really it was about a post-apocalyptic landscape, and it did come back to that Hamlet speech that that I worked on during the Shakespeare workshop that Sue Ellen witnessed, and that's where the siege from, and then Catherine Ash was asked to write a piece that was very Shakespearean, but it was also it wasn't, and again it brought back themes of similar things to Propelled, because basically it was old man with a disability, and he was afraid of the unknown, of possibly dying, of putting himself out there and to trying to survive. He wasn't there alone. He was with a androgynous character called Poker, and it was basically a mentee or slash sort of like a support worker for disability. So it still had the similar themes, but on a larger scale of when everything's taken away, the important things in life are that sharing your experiences and passing on knowledge to others so they can take the next step easier than you did, and have more opportunities, because when you get to know other people's life experiences, you can go, well, I haven't got it so bad, or if they can do it, then what's stopping me?
Would you like to be out on the boards again, Doug, as a performer?
Oh, I think my health's catching up to me. I've really transitioned into producing and directing work and teaching other people with disabilities what I've learnt, and it's really a different chapter. It's not as heart pounding and that nerves that you get 5 minutes before your opening night. But it's a different kind of excitement, and it's it's something that I'm enjoying getting involved in, and another chapter of my life, and I can start learning and developing those skills.
Well, Doug, of course we're here celebrating JUTE's 30th birthday, so what for you has it been, what has it meant to you to be involved in a company like JUTE, and the way they've supported you?
It's really meant a lot. I knew I wanted to get into the industry, and so many people don't get the opportunity. So I really, wanted to grab it with two hands, and it's really progressed me. Before those shows, I was, as I was saying, just a young guy, not too many aspirations I wanted to do, and it sort of gave me a direction to go, well, if someone like Sewell and JUTE could see the potential in me, then maybe I did have something that I could offer, and it really gave me confidence. And now I'm president of a community theatre company. That without that experience, I don't think I'd be there now. And I think JUTE really stands by their goal of uplifting local stories and the artists that create them and that are populating them. So I think it's a really exciting time, and I look forward to the next 30 years of JUTE.
Well, Doug, it's been wonderful to chat with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Fiona.
That's Doug Robbins, who got his start in the theatre with JUTE. Doug is an actor, writer and director. I really look forward to seeing what he does next.